This is a very special facility. It's a very, very quiet wind tunnel, which is rather unique in the industry. And we have very precision set of measuring equipment that we can measure all the forces acting on the cars. Not only do use this place to support R&D development and so forth, but we also were to look at how could we support the community at large and research in general. One of the ideas was how could we support Team USA Bobsled.
This project's going to challenge our engineers in ways they've never done before. We're applying the same mentality that we apply to automobiles.
When we look at the different factors that go into creating the shortest time down the track, we're taking everything into consideration, from the aerodynamics of the sled and even the athletes and how they're positioned in the sled, on the straightaways, in the different corners, and how they're tucking behind each other and creating the most streamlined aerodynamic position possible.
Now in terms of time, because that's what we all care about, as far inside as I can get. Laying down was kind of hard.
When you work with a team like Honda and we see the number of engineers that are here to support the team and we see the facilities that we're working in, that really gets us excited about what we can possibly do for our athletes.
Growing up, that was kind of always the dream as an athlete, to kind of compete at the highest level.
And in our sport, winning a gold medal, a silver, or a bronze is decided in hundredths of a second.
Whether it's 57, you went like 95, you dropped 410.
Bobsled testing and motorsports testing are very similar in the fact that performance is key. Speed and performance is what matters. And here at Halo, we can test for that performance to the greatest accuracy that any facility can, even the smallest gains that we can to take to the track.
In the wind tunnel, we're doing a lot of trying to find our baseline, and then if we could have a 10th of an advantage, a 1/100th of an advantage, every single advantage that we could have adds up. So we'll try a head down position, a head up position, get back to baseline.
As a pilot up in the front of the sled, I can have quite a bit of influence on the aerodynamics. I'm learning about where to put my head for positioning, helmet tilt, some really important things on trying to find that 100th of a second or two going down the track.
Testing the sled with and without the helmet helps us understand how we can be as aerodynamic as possible to then judge the best way to manage flow around the driver's helmet.
That looks good. Perfect, hold that position.
With Halo, we're able to get the force information from the bobsled, so that's going to include our drag and our lift, but also our moment coefficients and yaw coefficients to help us characterize what that bobsled is experiencing. With that information, we end up with a coefficient of drag, and we're able to put an actual number to that bobsled. With that number, we can compare bobsled to bobsled.
So one of the great things about being here is the amount of information and data that the engineers here at Honda can provide us.
What we can do is help the coaches and the athletes understand what is the optimal line, and ultimately that's going to lead to the best times down the hill.
And that last one to try to give us a really good direct comparison.
Yeah, so speeds up.
With our data analysis, what we want to do is give them that extra edge to help them understand where they can increase their performance even further.
We know it takes time to put into research and development, but we're definitely very, very hopeful that we're going to get a lot out of it.
Working together on finding the ideal riding position, the wind tunnel here has provided us opportunity to not only find what we can tweak, but even quantify the things that we do tweak, and huge advantage for us going into this Olympic season.
Have somebody else from the outside looking at what we've done that has been successful in developing vehicles, and we're looking for a vehicle with less drag. When our sport is decided in hundreds of seconds,
It was just completely game-changing, and the information we were able to find, maybe you're in the same exact position, but maybe you're tilting your head a tiny bit back or a tiny bit forward, and it can make the world a difference.
Find something like there is a fin, or that's why the fin on hers worked.
As small or large as that difference makes, it all goes into creating the fastest time down the track.
Having the support of Honda and Acura behind the team certainly gives us a lot of confidence going into the next Olympic Games.
At the core, Acura and Honda has a deep heritage of racing, and in that core, we always challenge ourselves to win.
When you get someone to invest and believe in your dreams, that's when incredible things happen. That's when partnerships like USA Bobsled and Honda can come together and we start seeing these dreams come to life. We're no longer talking about chasing top 6s or top 3s or occasional wins. Now the conversation is this edge that we have found is powering that dream of us becoming Olympic champions.